Why ADAMA TRAORE is so valuable in the modern game, the Premier League's NFL winger. Before you watch this video, check out part 1, where I look at ADAMA TRAORE's improvement from 2015 to this season, from a statistical point of view. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on part 3, which will look at ADAMA TRAORE's potential return to Spain, and part 4, which will look at a transfer to other clubs in Europe. Both of those videos will look at Traore's role in each side from a tactical point of view, looking at the role he would play in each team's system. If they have been released, I will be linking them in the description below. Also check out my video series looking at 3 potential managerial options to replace Solskjaer at Manchester United, which will also be linked in the eye above and in the description below. So in part 1 I discussed Traore's improvement from a road runner with a lack of end product to one of the best wingers in the Premier League, and one of the most unique players in Europe, which has led to interest from the likes of Barcelona and Real Madrid, and seen Wolves slap a €150 million price tag on his head. But why exactly is ADAMA TRAORE so valuable? Traore's dribbling ability, whilst also being a unique asset in football, is one of the most valuable assets along with chance creating and finishing. Traore's dribbling skill set is derived from his close control, quick feet and crucially his electric pace and strength, which combines to form a powerful dribbler. Whilst his technical ability is fantastic, it is his physique that is what makes him stand out. When you look at the modern day winger like Riyad Mahrez, Ousmane Dembele and Heung-min Son, they have slender body types, which is only natural for a quick player whose main attribute is dribbling past players. Whereas ADAMA TRAORE is built like an NFL wide receiver with his massive upper body and lower body strength. This allows him to boat past 2 or 3 players at a time when the ball is at his feet and there is space ahead of him. At Middlesbrough, this skill set was essential to their play. Under carragher in the 2016-2017 season, Middlesbrough would defend very deep and look to counter-attack via a quick transition in attack. Traore would allow them to do this by picking up the ball around the edge of his own box and being able to dribble with the ball at pace up to the other end of the pitch. This was something astonishing, like an NFL player or a rugby player racing away from the pack with the ball in his hands. However, Traore was doing this with the ball at his feet. This is known as ball progression, and every team, no matter what style of play, from Pep Guardiola to Neil Warnock, relies on ball progression to get the ball from their defensive third to their attacking third. Pep does this through a methodical build-up play, focus on players moving into spaces and working the ball up the pitch through a combination of short passes, whereas a Warnock side may look to progress the attack by playing a long direct ball from back to front. Either way, some sort of ball progression is essential, or a side would never make it into the final third. Traore offers this for whatever side he plays in. At Wolves he suits their quick transition and attack. Nuno's side sit deep in a 5-4-1, and when they win the ball back in their own half, they look to move the ball up the pitch as quickly as possible. Usually a deep lying playmaker is required to play a long pass to find a forward player up the pitch. For example, Neves playing a long pass to Jimenez. However, Traore can do this on his own. His powerful dribbling allows him to perform the same action as a Neves pass into Jota or Jimenez. However, Traore's action requires only one player, which is why he has become so valuable. He enables Wolves to move from the defensive or middle third into the attacking third within a few seconds, something that usually requires interplay between multiple players. This skill set that Traore possesses is something that only a limited amount of players have. Traore reminds me of a Gareth Bale from 2011 to 2014, when the Welshman had blistering pace and power which would allow him to progress the ball into attacking positions at the blink of an eye. Traore doesn't yet have the same ability on the ball that Bale had in terms of his chance creating and goal scoring ability, but he has just turned 24, so this is an improvable skill. Traore ranks 3rd in Europe for dribbles completed with 5.5 per game, behind only Neymar with 5.7 and Lionel Messi with 5.6 per game, with Zaha way back in 4th with 4.7 per game. This shows just how good Traore is. When it comes to dribbling ability, he's up there with Neymar and Messi. This is hugely valuable for a side like Wolves who like to play a direct style of attacking play, moving their play forward as quickly as possible, but it's also a valuable skill for a bigger club who usually dominates possession. For example, Manchester United in most of their games against lower table sides have faced a tightly structured defensive unit who sit deep, closing off the spaces for runs in behind the back line. Having someone like Traore on the flank who could carry the ball into the box could just be as valuable as having a deep line playmaker like a Toni Kroos who can play an incisive pass into an attacker in the box. Also, for sides like Real Madrid and Barcelona, having a player who can progress the ball in the way that Traore can allow them to switch up attacking styles in certain games. If Madrid were playing PSG for example and Zidane wanted to implement a deep defensive unit looking to counter quickly, then having a player like Traore in the side would be a game changer. In the next episode of this series, I will be looking at how Traore would fit into the systems at Real Madrid, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid should he make a move there in the summer. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out the links in the description below.